I was going to say was, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I mean, the name of the show is Tomorrow Never Knows. And how appropriate that is for this time of the year, for this time in history, isn't it? Tomorrow never knows.
That's very true.
You know, I thought, wow. I mean, it is so red hot, pertinent.
Right.
Never knows. My God. And the other thing I was going to ask you, maybe we can do it when we get into the conversation, is I know that John Lennon wrote the song, and it was somewhat psychedelic. It's a kind of a wild song, but I wondered how you chose that title and how you, what's the background to the song that John wrote and they sang.
Well, I'll let Bob go through all your information and answers there because when I got hooked up with Bob, he already had the title of Tomorrow Never Knows in mind for the podcast. So I'll let him explain how that happened.
Let's talk about that as well. Bob, are you still there?
Yes. Basically, for the reason that you just said, it was tomorrow. I like the phrase "tomorrow never knows." It was something Ringo said, and then John remembered the phrase, and then he wrote it into his song, which is kind of wild. But it wasn't so much for the song. I like the phrase, like "tomorrow never knows." You know, like it says in the Bible, even it says like you don't know what tomorrow brings. You know, wait for it to happen. And then, you know, and in this situation, tomorrow never knows. Like you never know what's going to happen, which way the ball is going to roll. So that's kind of why I went with the title.
Yeah. And also, as I say, here we are talking in the year 2020, which is a year that will go down in history and in memory of millions all over the world. And your title for the show couldn't be more perfect, could it? Tomorrow never knows.
Yes, I agree.
I concur.